Recorded Books presents Daughter of Doom by Jean-Claude van Rijckeghem. Translated by Kristen Gehrman. Narrated by Amanda Dolan. For the Vikings, who you proved yourself to be, rather than your outward shell, really does seem to have counted for something. We all have a hammer, a shape. But it is the hugger, the mind or soul, that counts more. Neil Price, Children of Ash and Elm, A History of the Vikings. Part 1. Mimir's Stool. Chapter 1. Behold Jormungandr! Kveldulf the Norwegian roars. The old man wields the wooden head in front of the boys as if he had chopped it off the sea monster himself. Its maw is open, and its neck is covered with scales. This must be what he looks like, the great Jormungandr, a sea serpent so long he can wrap his body around the entire flat world and hold it together by biting the end of his tail. When the Parisians saw this head on the bow of our ship, they shook like rabbits, Kveldulf declares. That was more than 30 years ago, back when Kveldulf had hardly any fuzz on his chin, just like the boys he's training today. The aspiring warriors stare at the monster's head with bored looks on their faces. They've seen the grimy, mossy thing before. The wood is full of wormholes, a tooth is missing, and the right eye is nothing but a dark hole. That head's not going to scare anybody these days. Whoever has the monster's head in their possession at sunset will be a prince of the solstice, Kveldulf roars. Now that gets the boys' attention. They shout and beat their willow shields with sticks. Every one of them wants to be a prince of the solstice. They team up in groups of 2 or 3 and accept the challenge to not only find the wooden head, but also keep the others from running off with it. They are allowed to use whatever means necessary to claim their prize, and tonight the mothers will be there to lay cold cloths on their bruises and rub their wounds with honey. The winners will be bursting with pride, for when their fathers return at the end of the summer, they will see the monster's head hanging over their house from the sea. The sun has passed its highest point when Kveldulf walks onto the beach with the wooden head under his arm. Then the boys watch their spearmaster disappear into the dunes to hide it. He's gone for what seems like an eternity. The boys fidget nervously with the hammers of Thor that hang from the leather cords around their necks. Eventually, some sit down, others sprawl out in the sand. After a while, they start bickering. Finally, the old Norwegian returns from the dunes, and the boys gather their sticks and shields. The time has come. This is their first chance to make a name for themselves, to show that they have what it takes to be a warrior. Kveldulf blows the goat's horn, and the boys race across the wide beach toward the dunes. Their shrieks are louder than the gulls. Before they even reach the dunes, they're yanking at one another's clothes, tripping their opponents, and tackling each other to the ground. Trolls is the first victim of the day. He trips over his own weapon, a long stick with the name Wolftooth carved into it, and falls face first into the wet sand. He stands up, pulls the stick from his belt, and tosses it away. Then he walks off the beach, his pants soaking wet. Meanwhile, the other boys have disappeared into the dunes. Trolls hear sticks clattering and boys shouting, but he doesn't look back. His younger brother, little Sten, runs over to find out what's wrong. They are going to capture the head of the sea serpent together, aren't they? I crushed my shoulder, Trolls wails dramatically. We're not giving up, are we? Cries Stan. He's only 8, and he's so disappointed that his eyes glisten with tears. But if there is one person in Mimir's stool who is not cut out to be a warrior, it's Trolls. Like the other boys, he follows Kvelduf's warrior lessons on Wednesdays. The old Norwegian often selects 2 boys to pick teams. Trolls is always chosen last. No one wants him on their team. Trolls is a pretty big guy.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.